If you don't want to visit your parents every weekend and you prefer to be with friends or just by yourself or with your partner or whatever, that's okay. First of all, especially it's okay if you grew up in an functional environment that as a child you didn't feel that your caregiver cares about you. He would say that he cares about you, blah blah blah, but he would care only about what you do for him and how you make him feel, and not about you, how you feel, what you need, what you ask for, stuff like that. So it's not a healthy environment to grow up in. And as a grown person, you feel that you have to see him, to see the family, and you always feel like it's a chore and you don't want to do it, but you know that they will make you feel guilty. And when I say that they make you feel guilty, that you will feel guilty because of how they would act or what they would say. Maybe it will also be extreme. They will truly will make you feel, they will try to make you feel horrible if you will not come to visit them or if you will not do whatever they want. If this is the case, it's not healthy, because children are not the slaves of the family. Okay, I'm saying it as someone who grew up in a Soviet culture. And yes, we grew up as the slaves of the family. And I am sure that many of cultures, this is how the kids are growing up in. And it's not, it doesn't supposed to be like that. No, never. If the kid becomes the parent and the slave and the cook and the cleaner and the shrink at the same time, your parent need to go to a true shrink and solve some things. But it's not your responsibility, and obviously you wouldn't want to come every weekend. In nature, by nature rules, we supposed to go and live our own life. We don't need to grow and become the slaves and the caregivers and everything to our parents. They should know how to do it by themselves. If you are being shamed because you don't want to come on a weekend, fucking don't come. Who wants to be in this environment? And if you grew up in a normal environment but you still don't want to go for some reason, maybe there was a problem but you don't see it yet as a problem, because we were brainwashed as kids to not see the problems, just to obey. So maybe you think you grew up in a normal environment but something inside of you just says that you don't want to be, but you still go anyway because you feel guilty. It's okay. It's just okay. Because if you feel guilty, you maybe think that you're doing something wrong because all of the people around you go to the families on weekends while you don't want to. So you're even maybe scared to say it. I had a friend who were talking about it, that I said that it's okay not to. And she said, no, but they expect from us and they helping with the kid and they this and they took me. You asked them to took you to pay to this and that? No. If a person does something to you, I hope that it does from the heart. And of course, we need to give something back all the time. But you know what? If what makes you feel guilty is that the parent buys you and gives you, so tell them, hey, can you please stop buying this to me? I really don't need it. Thank you. And then you will not feel that you have to do something back. If you don't want to do something to give back to a person, you feel guilty about it, just stop taking from them. If you will not take, you will not feel guilty. And I'm not talking about people pleasers, because people pleasers don't receive anything, always give. I'm talking about the example that I gave, that you receive, and because of that you feel that you want to give. I know this feeling, I understand. The way to stop it, I think, it's to stop receiving from this person. And then you don't feel that you have to give. They can make you feel guilty with giving you things. They can't buy you. So you would obey them. So it's okay to see your family less frequently if you want to. And it's okay to feel that you don't want to see them every weekend. It's okay. Is there a rule there that I don't know about? That you must see your family whenever they want you to see them? Even if you don't want to? No. We need to learn to listen to ourselves. We were ignoring ourselves when we were living with our parents in their household by their obeying the rules. Okay, you need to ignore yourself to do that. This is how we were raised. But now you're fucking living alone. Start to learn to listen to yourself, to your own needs. And if your need is to not see them this frequently, and you don't need them to survive anymore, okay. So do that. Everything will be okay. Maybe there will be some drama, maybe not. If you will listen to yourself, eventually everything will be okay. The slogan, family is the most important thing, it's not for the kid. Because the parents say the slogan to the child, so the child eventually, when he will grow up and leave the house, will believe that he always need to obey and to do everything for the parents. At least this is how I grew up as a Soviet. The slogan is for the parent to brainwash himself as a new parent to know, to provide for the kid, to give the kid, to let the child be a child and not force him to become a grown-up as a 5-year-old responsible on everything he needs to know forever, that he as the kid, because parents always love to say that you will be a child to me forever. So why the hell, if I will be a child for you forever, why the hell I'm acting as the parent and you're acting as the child? Huh? And the slogan, it's important for the parent to remember, because the parents need to remember that the child cannot do for himself, cannot provide to himself, cannot survive by himself. But the parent, the grown person, can. This is why he have a child, because he can't take care of himself and a child. Not true, there are plenty of parents who should not be parents. We are all kids, grown kids with life experience. So yeah, those situations, the kid becomes the parent at a very young age. No, this is not how things are supposed to work. And this is not why I'm telling you this now, because sometimes this is how things work and it's not okay. And you grew up in this environment, you should know that it wasn't okay. And now it's your time to shine. And now it's your time to live by your rules. And if your parent wants to be around you, okay, I lived by your rules for 20 years because I needed you. Now I don't need you. And I understand that you need me. So those are my rules. Read them. If you would want to, accept them. And if not, don't force me to keep accepting your rules. I don't need you anymore. And if everything is great, but you still feel that you want to have some more space and meet them less frequently, it's okay to change. Even if everything was okay in your family and you grew up and you want to be more by yourself or more with your family that you created, it's okay. And you just need to talk about it, not to negotiate. Share. Hey, this is how I feel. This is what's going on to be from now on. It's not because I don't love you. It's not because you're hurting me, but this is how I feel. This is what I want to focus on right now. And that what is good for me, and I hope that you will understand it. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just telling you the new content contract that we will have right now as a parent and his child. Listen to you, to your feelings. They will not signal you something that will hurt you. Only if you're a psychopath. If you're not a psycho, so they will not signal you things that will hurt you. They will signal you what they need. So listen to yourself. There is no other person who can listen to your feelings or thoughts. Only you. So therefore, you're the only person who knows what's good for you. I hope that I helped you today in some way. I would be happy to read in the comments. What do you think? What is your experience? And maybe you have something more that you can share with me and with us, the readers, and to help more people this way. Thank you so much. I wish you a magical day full of magical adventures and full of magical life.